In 500 feet, turn left onto Rose Bay Terrace.
Okay, we're off to a supercharger. Preconditioning battery for fast charging. This is a new supercharger in Jacksonville. Okay, got the new microphone on. Okay, second microphone is attached. Let's do a quick sound sync just to be sure.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Beach Boulevard. Now turn right onto Beach Boulevard.
I think we're going to arrive, it says, at 24% state of charge.
Now turn left. Now your destination is on the right.
Auto parked right at the supercharger. Perfect. Okay. Let's check this. Make sure it's still recording. Okay. $212, $220, $234, $240, $244, $252, $253, $254, slowing down, $255. Let's see if we hit $325. 255 kilowatts. This seems like all we're going to get. And it's holding. Still holding 255. Now it's 244. $242, $241, $240, $239, $238, $237, $234, $232, $230, $228, $225, $222, $217, $213. Well, $206, 194. 186. 178. 168. 157. 150. Added 86 miles of range. $140 kilowatts. Added 102 miles of range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 white cabinets. Down to 121 kilowatts, added 124 miles of range. We now have another car pulled in on my bank. There are four charging stations per power supply. So it's very similar to the other V3 Superchargers. The green cabinet is the power company transformer. The white cabinets are the DC power supplies. Okay, we had 100 kilowatts of charging, and it's 156 miles added. Still down to 412 miles per hour. I think we got a new Tesla owner here. She tried to plug in and then unplugged. I don't think it was connecting. And the reason why is she probably hasn't set up her account yet. Because I see her taking pictures of the VIN number and now taking pictures of her registration. I was going to go tell her that you need to plug in order for this to work, but apparently she doesn't have an account. She'd been here for the whole time trying to figure it out. But I think she's on her way, setting up the account. I saw her on the phone talking to somebody. It's an older Model 3, so she probably bought it used. Anyway, we're going to run into a lot of that. Hopefully she doesn't realize that you don't work it like a gas tank. Or she'll be here for the next probably 2 hours. Depending on where she starts on her charge. Meanwhile, we're at 92 kilowatts, 176 miles of range added. This Model S has a tested range so far of 403 miles from 0 to 100%. We generally supercharge to about 75%. So we have about 22 miles of range to go before we unhook. It took 5 days of Sentry 24/7 or 24/5 to go from 280 miles of range on the odometer down to I think it was 112 when we left. So that's not too bad. We're continuing to taper down, 82 kilowatts of charge power and 188 miles of range added. This is the first time I've supercharged in months. I think the last time I supercharged was on Christmas Day when we were coming home from a road trip and we stopped at Buc-ee's for lunch. Yeah, I guess she's taking a walk. I think we've been charging for about a half hour, and we're hitting 300 miles of range here pretty quick. Should I go a little more? We're at 74 kilowatts. I don't think I'm gonna wait any longer. Unhook. Okay, let's see. Navigate to home.
Now turn right onto Broome Avenue.
Well, I think we got to get out and hit the parking lot first. Okay. Here we go. Oh, hands.
Now turn right onto Beach Boulevard.
Okay, that was an interesting experiment. Be fun to plot this and put it into my files. Oh, we're going to make a right on red. I can say that full self-drive is absolutely amazing this year. Took a good 4 years for it to come of age to where it's driving like anybody else. Anybody that buys a new Tesla and says, oh, I don't want full self-drive, it's too expensive, they're only buying a third of a car. This is 2/3 the fun. Wait till we get unsupervised. I won't be able to play games and watch movies and stuff while we're going down the road. Right now, I gotta keep my eyes on the road at least every 20 seconds, or I get a little nag to pay attention, but I've gotten used to it. I don't mind supervising either. Sometimes I know to just plan ahead a little bit and touch the turn signal to switch lanes. Can't repeat it enough. Anybody that buys a new Tesla and doesn't get full self-drive, you don't know what you're missing. It will take a little bit of practice. You can't just hop in the car, push a button, and expect it to do everything. It's still supervised. But 99% of the time, you don't have to do anything except pay attention. Maybe you decide to take a different route. So when you see a lighter blue line show up, like down here, you could touch on it and it'll take you on a different route. You don't have to disconnect. There's another route I could have taken. Anything that shows up light blue, you just tap on it and it'll switch your routes. Okay, we're going to get around this truck. And FSD decided to do it on its own. It's just a bad idea to be behind a truck. And we have to watch out for this turn here. That one's been giving me some problems on the map data. It gets into the wrong lane as we approach it, because you have to be in the right lane. See, now it's going to put us in the center lane, and that's not a good lane to be in to take the main route. So we'll have to get back over to the right lane. Otherwise, it's going to take us up here because it's a left lane exit, and it's the left 2 lanes. We'll see. I might have to intervene. But we got a couple of lights ahead first. Well, this is really bad. And now I got to get over 2 lanes up ahead. We got time. And if it does take us the wrong way, we'll just let it reroute us. Might be an interesting experiment. I'm in no hurry. Sometimes with full self-drive, you may have disagreements with its choice of routing. But if you want, you can just let it do its own thing. It'll get you there. Okay, we got 3 lights before we have to be in our right lane. Otherwise, it's going to take the wrong route. And I see it's trying to get over. Hopefully this time it corrects. It should be over 1 more lane. Had the opportunity there, didn't take it. All right, we got one more light, and then it has to be in the right lane.
In 1,000 feet, keep right to stay on Beach Boulevard. Now keep right to stay on Beach Boulevard.
All right. Now it can't do it. So I got to take over because the guy wouldn't let me in. All right. Re-engage. That's all right. It was my fault. I was going to try and get over, and a guy speeded up, wouldn't let me in. That's just to teach me a lesson, probably, because I'm driving a Tesla, but that's all right. See what it does? It rerouted me. Weird. I think that's the sixth time I've gone this route that it screwed up that way. It just will not get over into that right two lanes. And usually the traffic is even heavier than what it was today.
In 1,000 feet, take the University Boulevard exit on the right. Now take the University Boulevard exit on the right.
We got some construction here. I was there yesterday with the Model Y, and it handled it just fine.
500 feet, turn left onto University Boulevard South.
Just got to be careful of being in the left lane because it's blocked.
Now turn left onto University Boulevard South.
Now, this will take forever to get through here. This is going to be a tricky one. We really need a light here. I could be here a long time. Okay, we're gonna get a break on the left and we got a break on the right. Let's see what happens. Is it gonna go? It's gotta go now. And it is. Very good. Tesla, FSD, you did great. Okay, this was the construction.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Hickson Road. Now turn right onto Hickson Road.
This is going to take me out to a occluded or blinded left turn.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Spring Glen Road.
So this has always been a problem in the past. It's gotten a little better.
Now turn left onto Spring Glen Road.
There's that fence there you can't see until you pull out into the lane of traffic and it can go. They put that fence up there, now you can't see. I want to test that intersection there with the new Model Y launch that has the front bumper camera to see whether it can handle that without creeping.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Okay, we got a guy right on my
Your
bumper.
destination is on the right.
Okay, I had to take over to get into the driveway because the guy was right on my tail. And I don't think he wanted to give me a break. Okay, here we go. And we're back.